Well, this is kind of different. I've been thinking about talking about my desire to get more active, get into a more physically fit condition, and thinking maybe I would do some videoing and putting it on YouTube. I think the process of putting it on YouTube would be motivating, and there might be some people who might want to watch it. I've been down this road before. I I guess it was in 2010. I had a stroke that put me. Briefly, I couldn't walk without a walker. Um, it didn't take long to get going a little bit. Like just at the time when you're using a walker, just so you don't kind of tip over, to walking without a walker, it seemed like a fairly dramatic change. After a week or so out of the hospital, I know I walked around the block with a cane, and then it wasn't. I had a treadmill at the time, and probably after 2 weeks or a week, I don't know, it might have been a week or two after I was home from the hospital, I got on that treadmill and I could hang on to the bars, side bars, and started up and go for a walk. I can't really remember what speed I went, but I think it was probably around probably, well, it probably would have started at about point 0.4 miles an hour. And then that was just testing it out to see what I could do. I wanted to start pretty slow. But it wasn't long before I was getting upwards of 2 mile an hour, which, of course, by normal standards, that's very slow. But having the handrails that went pretty much around the front and both sides of me, I felt pretty stable. And if I did sort of trip up, it was pretty easy to recover. So, and going back quite a few years ago, it wasn't after I'd been walking for a while. I set a goal to run a marathon within a year, and I basically achieved that goal. I'll talk about that in a little more detail as time goes on. But so I've kind of been down the road of trying to get active before, and I've got that experience to go on. That experience from the past gives me some knowledge and some optimism that I can do it again. Now, just 2010, this is now 2021, so my most active year was 2012. So almost 10 years, let's just call it 10 years, 9, whatever. I was running upwards of probably, I would average 16 kilometers a day. Over 10 of that would be running, and then there might be a little walk run towards the end. And so I've got that experience that I can go on, and I'll use that knowledge that basically it's just confidence that I can do it again. And I'll tell these, maybe in the future, if I keep doing these videos, I'll tell little stories and things that I remember. Right now, I can remember lots of it, but I need something as kind of a catalyst to make me think of specific things, which I'm sure I will. I'm not very physically fit right now, as it's probably obvious to anybody watching this, but I was even less able 10, 11 years ago. Okay, so I probably won't post this. This is just my first attempt at. Got my MacBook Pro open with the camera just operating in the screen, and that's good enough for now. I guess if anything, I watch lots of YouTube videos, and I see people that have built great channels, and a lot of them started with a poor camera. Like cameras that might have been fairly new in the day, but that's 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. And now they've got great channels, and of course they've improved their video production, their editing, and stuff like that. I'm sure that helps, but people don't need all that stuff when they get going to make an interesting video. Basically, it's a story, I think. And I think I do have a bit of a story that from my past is a bit of a story. And my ongoing desire to get a little more physically fit will be a story that's yet to be written. But I guess we've all got our story, and hopefully I can inspire you to create a story as well. Okay, I'll sign off for now.